Hey everyone, let's dive right in. Have you ever stopped to think about what really separates a good leader from a truly great one? It's usually not about the title they hold, but about the responsibilities they're willing to carry. So today, we're going to break down what it really means to be an impact leader.
And this quote right here, it really gets to the heart of our entire conversation. This is a huge shift in thinking, right? The whole impact model isn't about climbing some corporate ladder or just gaining authority. Nope. It's about faithfully accepting a duty to serve other people and to make the whole organization stronger. The key takeaway is that it's a role of service, not a role of status.
And you can see that mental shift laid out pretty clearly here. So often, traditional leadership gets completely bogged down in positions, tasks, and just, checking off boxes on a to-do list. But an impact leader, they make an intentional move to that right column. Their focus is on the people they lead and a greater purpose that brings everyone together. It's a real move from just managing things to truly leading people.
So what does this actually look like in the real world? Well, it all starts with the first, and I'd argue the most foundational responsibility of an impact leader: shepherding your people. This is the absolute heart of the model. Everything else is built on this.
You know, that word shepherding is super intentional. Notice the definition doesn't say solve all their problems or tell them exactly what to do. It says to care for them by walking with them. It's all about being a partner in their growth, right? Being that supportive presence who helps them develop their own leadership skills. This is a journey you are on together.
Okay, so how do you actually do that? It really breaks down into 4 super practical actions. First, you've got to listen well. And I mean really listen, not just wait for your turn to talk. Second, pray for them. Invest in their well-being way beyond just their work tasks. Third, encourage them. Be their biggest cheerleader. And finally, watch over their spiritual health, making sure they aren't just running on empty. These things might sound simple, but wow, do they make a huge difference.
All right, let's move on to the second responsibility and see how we build on that foundation. Once you're genuinely caring for your people, your next big job is to make sure everyone is rowing in the same direction. And that's all about providing vision and alignment.
This is such a critical function for a leader. You're basically a sense maker. You're the bridge that connects the day-to-day grind your team is in to the big picture mission of the whole organization. You help people see that their work actually matters because it fits into a much larger, more meaningful story. You give them the why.
And look, this isn't some vague, fuzzy idea. It involves 3 very concrete steps. First, you make sure everyone is absolutely crystal clear on the goals and priorities. Second, you are constantly reinforcing the church's core values in your decisions, in your conversations, in everything. And third, you help your team cut through all the noise and stay focused on what really, truly matters most. Clarity, values, and focus. That's the magic formula right there.
Okay, let's get to our third and final responsibility. And this one is all about looking ahead. An impact leader isn't just worried about today's success. No, they are actively building the foundation for tomorrow's success. And they do that by developing future leaders.
This is so important. Leadership development isn't just another meeting you schedule once a quarter. It's a constant mindset. It means that in every interaction, in every single project, you're looking for opportunities to grow the people you lead. It's literally woven into the fabric of how you operate every day.
And again, let's make it practical. What does this look like? Well, you actively identify where your team members can grow. You have the courage to give them honest, constructive feedback that actually helps them get better. And, this is crucial, you don't just talk about it. You create real opportunities, maybe even safe places for them to fail a little, where they can stretch their skills and really mature as leaders. And this right here, this is the ultimate payoff. Why do we focus so much on developing other leaders? Because leadership is generative. It multiplies. When you pour into your leaders and help them become healthy and effective, that health just ripples outward, creating strong, vibrant circles, communities, and ministries. It's a powerful effect that starts with you. So, we've walked through 3 big responsibilities: shepherding, providing direction, and developing others. Now let's kind of zoom out for a second and see how they all lock together to form this single, powerful leadership philosophy.
When you really boil it all down, this is it. This is the absolute essence of an impact leader. Your focus shifts away from just getting tasks done to these 3 pillars. People, that's your shepherding. Direction, that's providing that vision and alignment. And sustainability, that's developing future leaders so the mission can continue long after you're gone. It's simple, it's memorable, and it's incredibly powerful.
So, As we wrap this up, I want to leave you with this question to really think about. You don't have to become an expert in all of this overnight, but what's one thing, just one, shepherding, direction, or development, that you can intentionally focus on this week? What's one small step you can take today to start leading with even greater impact? Give that some thought, because that's exactly where the journey begins.